Hello everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying your day while watching this video. If you're on this video link, it means that you are interested in seeing how I lash a manhua set, and it honestly is really fun now because I've gotten down my timing to much faster. Obviously when I do like model days, I'm a bit more slower, much more precise, a little bit more like critical because I need it to look perfect, and like I'm also checking the camera, I'm taking my sweet time, I'm also doing the makeup, the lighting. It's like a lot of things like mixed in. So for when I do content days for manhua sets, they do take a little longer, but when I do them like regular without it being a model set, it should take me about 2.5 hours, depending on like how dramatic the set is and how much lashes the client has. But when I first started, it took me like 5 hours. So don't be discouraged if you are taking a long time first starting off, and if you're having a rough time trying to get it down, because it is really hard. It kind of contradicts like everything that we usually learn typically in like traditional lashing. Almost everything in manhua contradicts, and it's like relearning a whole new technique, a whole new world of lashing. So it kind of like feels like you're starting all over again. So if you are taking 5 hours to do a manhua set, don't be discouraged. I was there, and I'm here to let you know that with good practice and consistency, you will get there, and you will be able to do a set where it takes you no longer than 3 hours, I'd say, and it's gonna come out great. There's 3 rules that I always want to make sure that all my sets follow when I do manhua sets. One is none of the lashes overlap each other. Number 2, it needs to have the flower bouquet look to it, meaning the set needs to really open up. It cannot just go straight up. If your anime sets are just shooting upwards with the clusters, that is not a true manhua set. A true manhua set elongates and opens the eyes with the exaggeration of the spikes pulling the eyes to be wider or longer. So with that being said, I like to use spikes that are super spiky, that has like a very exaggerated spike. So I use my Camilla trays that are staggered. With the staggered effect, it creates a more exaggerated spike, making it look more longer. So even if I use a 13 on a girl, it still looks dramatic, it looks long, it looks visible, it pulls and lifts because of that dramatic, sharpness, because it's like a gradual thinning effect with the staggered effect. And also has to be super sharp. No, like, because there's like 2 different spikes that people might categorize spikes in. One is the closed fan spike, where they kind of make a softer wisp spike, and then there's a spike that literally is a spike, like it's spiky when it looks like it could hurt if you were to touch it. And then the last one is all the spikes needs to have a consistent amount of distance within each other. So if the front half of the width between each spike or cluster is wide, then in between every single cluster needs to be the same amount of distance between the clusters. It cannot be like one is small, one is wide, and it's medium, because now it doesn't build that consistency, and without consistency it's not perfect, and it doesn't look like a set that I would put out or have people purchase, because it's not, to me, it's not neat enough. So those are the 3 things that I follow. Another thing that helps me when I'm lashing is using the lash reset removal. That truly is such a game changer for me, because when you're doing manhua sets, you are bound to make mistakes. Like, even like the most advanced lash artists that I've met, in China who been doing manhua sets like forever. That's what they do for a living. They teach it, and it's the only sets that they do. And even they create mistakes. It's normal to create mistakes in manhua because you're constantly checking yourself. And like from the girl that taught me, how she taught me is perfectionism. So like if it doesn't look good to you, you need to take it off and redo it. Like you need to strive for perfection for the set to look really pretty, and you need patience. So if the set doesn't look good, you have to take it off or move it. But if the natural lashes are bending after you remove them, it is hard to relash the bended natural lash. It's gonna be hard to relash it because it's bent, it's crusty, it's just not a good like straight lash anymore. And a straighter lash is easier to lash versus like a crooked bent lash, right? So to avoid that, we use the lash reset removal, which is like a little like clear gel that we squeeze out a bottle, and then we just like put it on the pad of the gel pads, and then we just take a little bit and then we just rub it against the base of the lash of the lashes until it releases, and then you glide it off within like 30 seconds or less, and then the lashes are still exactly the way it was. It's not ruined, it's not bent. And then you wipe it off with a cotton swab, and then you resume back to lashing. It doesn't harm your retention. It doesn't leave like oils or anything. It comes right off. Like you just continue, and like it's nothing. And it's so fast. It makes it so much more stress-free. And also if you have like those stubborn outgrowns that will not budge to let go of the natural lashes and is driving you nuts, that lash reset gel does an amazing job removing outgrowns as well. And so then you don't have to remove the entire set. You can just remove a singular outgrown and continue doing what you're doing. It makes your lashing experience so much more easier, and it just goes by more smoother with that. That's my special tool. And without further ado, let's get into it, and then then you'll actually see how I lash in real time. I didn't take out much edit, so it's a bit of a lengthy video so that you can see the real time of how I lash, how I make mistakes, how long I take to like really form those clusters, so that way it's more authentic and more real for you to see. And then you can see how I correct myself with my mistakes if I don't like something, and how I remove it and so forth. So let's get right into it, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Okay, so basically I had the model come with her hair curled. I told her to wear a neutral top because neutral tops are just easier to just work with. Also my brand colors, as you can see, are neutral, beige, black, white, browns. So it goes with my aesthetic, but go by what you guys think is works for your branding. Okay, I didn't know you had tattoos.
I just got it.
Really?
Yeah,
when?
I got it for my birthday.
It looks so pretty. Thanks. Oh, it's so pretty. It's giving very whimsical vibes.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to go for.
Is that like your whole thing, like a fairy whimsical?
At least, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so let's like do something that's like kind of going with the vibe of today, like very whimsical and fairy-like.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking maybe like when we're done, I'm gonna go to like the trees outside and just pick up the cherry blossom. I'm gonna put it like around your hair.
Okay.
Because I feel like that'll like give it more of like a fairy core looking vibe. We're just gonna wing it and see how it goes. Yeah. But for today, I think I want to do, now that I'm looking at you, I might change my mind. I'm not really sure. I know last time we did the rapid set. I think this time we're just something different. Maybe something like a bit more like airier versus like, I feel like the rapid set is a bit more sharper looking, since like today's vibe is more like airy and whimsical. Slightly lighter, but longer and airier.
Okay, so I'm okay with anything.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. Sit up straighter. Perfect. Okay. Just the before photos don't matter too much, as long as her face looks clear and her eyes are leveled. I like to have the grid on. This helps me take photos more clearly. Just gonna take a little bit. When you're doing manhua sets, like, it's very easy to, you know, make mistakes. And then I just wipe off the excess. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Excess. And then also, you don't hurt her, you don't tug at the lashes, you're not spending more time than you should. This makes it so much faster and easier. I promise you, like, this was a game changer. And then you just resume back to lashing what you were just doing, and it doesn't harm your retention at all. Perfect spike. So much better. Just to see the shape that it's in. I'm gonna redo this one too. Okay. Okay, let's check it. Okay, that's a lot better. So I'm gonna do a 13 because it's kind of low. I'm telling you, the L series are so much easier doing the manhua sets for some reason. Like, to me, I think it just makes doing anime sets so much easier. Find the nearest lash, lash it in the same direction. And because it's straight at the bottom, it hugs the lash so easy. And then I just hold it there for a few more seconds so that it can mold into the similar shape as the one I'm trying to build. Okay. There we go. So this one has 2, so I'm gonna go for 3 on this one, start building it thicker and thicker. So this one has 2 spikes. I'm gonna put in 3 for this one. Like every single spike, literally perfect. You don't even see me struggling. That proves it. Makes manhua sets so easy. So fast. Perfect. And then this one I'll build more because it's in the middle of the eye, so let's get this one a little thicker. So let's do 4 of this. I want this a little thicker. Okay. Do one more. Alright, now that I'm done, I'm gonna use my styling lash glue. Sorry. My styling gel. This styling gel is super liquidy, like it's not sticky when you apply them. It's really like, it's like it glides on like water and then it gets tacky and sticky. So that's why I love this styling gel, because it's not sticky. It's super watery and then it gets tacky as it dries. Of like a thin chunk transitioning into a thicker chunk. So it dries and then that's it. Yeah. It's not looking too cute. I'm gonna take it off. Redo it again. The hardest part, building the chunks. If you want it to look perfect, you gotta be patient. You might not give it the first try, but maybe the second try you'll get it. Second try, we got it. You know how long did the last set last you?
Like almost
A month?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You got a lot of compliments on it?
Yeah. Not much.
Yeah. What did they say?
They're just like, your passion is so pretty. I got a lot. And they did last for a really long time.
Yeah.
It's okay if I use the bathroom.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a mini break. So pretty. You look so gorgeous. I always have the models do their own base makeup, just because it's easier, you know. They blend their own foundation and concealer. I have them do that base, and then I just go in there just to add a few touches. I'm gonna start by just brightening underneath the eyes even more to give the black some contrast. Brightness right here as well to make the nose smaller and cuter. Like this. Perfect. Put a little bit on the chin as well, because that's going to brighten T-zone area. Okay, I'm going to use this one to blend because it's faster. Okay, now let's go and draw the eye smile. Smile for me. Okay, and then we're going to use a tiny brush and blend that out. And smiling. Turn this way. Smile. Okay, perfect. More defined. There. Okay. This one is so glowy, so we're gonna use this. Look up, and I'm just gonna put it right above the eye smile. Let's give you that very fairy, whimsical vibe. This pink one is super cute. I'm gonna mix it in with the highlighter earlier. Look up. Let's use this white one and put it right here. Just be careful when you apply glitter on top because it can get onto the lashes. I'm gonna use this right here and just put the contour right over here. Okay, and then use this one, look up, and just use that to press in the concealer that we just put earlier. It also brightens the eyes. Add a little bit of highlighter. And then a little bit of the blush. We're going to do some, you already put some brownish, right? So let's use this one then. Just a little bit, because she already applied, to blend everything in.